So today I'm finally going to share with you guys a snake that I've actually had for a while, but I haven't shared yet with the channel until today, so stick around. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today. Like I said, I have a snake that I have not yet shared with you guys, and I've kind of hinted to it in the past, and the reason I haven't really shared it with you guys is quite simply when I actually got this snake back in July. It was around the same time that we were building this tortoise enclosure, and there was just a whole bunch of chaos going on. It was all within a couple days of each other, and it was just so crazy that the biggest thing was getting this room torn apart and then put back together immediately, getting the tortoises all set up, and getting this little snake, who's not so little anymore, set up in quarantine. That was all a big thing, all happening at once. So it was just kind of choosing. I had to edit the videos for the tortoises, get all that stuff out, and once I pumped out all that content, everything else just kind of went into play, and I just totally forgot to film this video for this snake. So I figured while I was handling him today, I was like, you know what, he's about to get upgraded into a really cool enclosure, and I just figured let's unveil him today, let's show him off today, because he's a really cool snake. I'm super excited with him. It's a brand new species that I haven't worked with, and it was just a complete rehome out of nowhere that I saw and I had to jump on because he was absolutely gorgeous. So that's a quick rundown of everything. I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to bring him out, but while I'm bringing him out, if you guys have any guesses down in the comments, definitely let me know down below. I would love to see what your guesses are, so definitely leave those down below. Here we go. Let me go get him. Alright, so you guys ready for this? So this is him right here. This is the jungle carpet python that I picked up from a rehome situation. Now, the guy that I actually got him from, he was a super cool guy and everything. He loved this snake to death. Again, he was a lot smaller than he is right now. So now it is a boy, like I said, so I did name this snake actually Ozzy, and he is just a beautiful, beautiful example of a jungle carpet python. Like I said before, he is about a year and a half to almost 2 years old, so he is like a subadult male, and he is just a beautiful, beautiful example, like I said, of a jungle carpet python. Overall, just super mellow, as you can see, and super docile. This snake is just absolutely a pleasure to take out and handle. Just the curiosity of the snake, as well as being an arboreal species. I mean, this snake likes to climb a lot. He's just really cool, and sometimes I'll get him all mangled up on my tripod, and that can be a little tricky to get him off of there, but he is just an amazing, amazing snake, that's for sure. So now, jungles are not something that I necessarily want to get into like full on, but I mean, they are just such a really cool species that I've always had an interest with. Ironically enough, before I got into ball pythons, I was also thinking and considering getting into jungles and carpets in general, because I think they are just so incredible. And because I also love Australian species, I figured since I have Stimson's pythons and also Woma pythons, why not get another species from Australia, the land down under, with this guy right here. So that's what we did. We got Ozzy, and it was just a great situation. Like I said, he was a rehome. The guy was moving out of state, kind of like the Betty White situation, and he was just like, I really just need someone that's going to take really good care of this animal. So I was like, I will definitely 100% take really good care of this guy. He is just a total, complete, and utter treat. Isn't that right, buddy? I mean, we just hang out. He's totally chill. As you can see with his behavior, he's just trying to go up. And that's very common for arboreal species of snakes to do. They just want to climb up and get a high vantage point, that's for sure. Like I said, these guys come from the rainforest, so these guys really like to be up in canopies. And that's mainly what these guys do up in the trees. These guys will go after birds. Obviously, they're also nocturnal, so they will also go after rodents at night. Mainly for carpets in general, they do prefer going after mice instead of rats, so that's more so their preference, which is totally fine. This guy gets a nice sized mouse once a week, and he is enjoying it, that's for sure. He's actually checking out the tortoises right now. He's just a really cool snake. He's up to the great size right now. He's definitely growing like a weed, and he's definitely outgrowing his enclosure. So I do have these arboreal enclosures over here where Johnny the red-tailed green rat snake is, and I do have an extra slot open, and I'm going to be upgrading those enclosures within a couple weeks here. Now, before we were doing some quick updates to those enclosures, just getting them ready for like a breeding type setup, but we also have that additional slot open, and that was going to be set up for this guy right here. And that's what I also hinted to at the past, was with those enclosures, is that we were going to update an enclosure for another arboreal species of snake, and lo and behold, here he is. This is Ozzy. So Ozzy's definitely going to get a really cool updated enclosure. I'm getting some pieces in slowly as we speak, and we're going to be decking out these enclosures more than we did in the past. The past video was just to fix and work on those enclosures a little bit, but we're going to do a full-on update. We're going to be doing some some really cool things, some really cool custom backgrounds and everything like that. We're going to have some real cool fun designing those things. So stay tuned for those videos because you don't want to miss out with that. Plus also down the line this year, I'm also going to be putting out some care videos, not only for Ozzy here, the jungle carpet python, but for some other additional animals as well too, and species. It's going to be really cool, and we're going to do it with a little bit of a twist, unlike your normal care guide videos. So I'm going to put my own little spin on these things. So it's going to be really cool and fun. So I'm just really excited to get this guy, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Obviously I want to see your guys' opinion. Do you guys own any carpet pythons, any jungle carpet pythons, anything like that? Do you think this was a good grab? I think this guy is just amazing. I'm super happy with him. Super happy again that this guy's going to a great home, and he's just going to be basically an ambassador to use for educational purposes. Again, no desire to breed carpet pythons or anything like that. I mean, it's definitely something that's really cool, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily want to get into breeding these guys. I think it's just something really cool to have and appreciate, and Ozzy is just a really cool snake in general, and I'm just super stoked to have him in the collection. I think he's just a really cool guy. We're gonna give you a nice, good home, isn't that right, buddy? His blue tongue is everything. I love that. It's just like Johnny's. I mean, it's just that nice sapphire blue tongue. Super cool to see. Yeah, like I said, he's definitely putting on some size to him. He's definitely putting on length first, which is common. I mean, same with Eddie. I mean, Eddie is growing longer and then they grow kind of thicker. So these guys kind of grow between like 5-6 feet from on the low side to about 7-8 feet, even 9 feet sometimes on the larger side. So that's basically where these guys cap out. So we're probably going to get a lengthy carpet python here. So we're going to upgrade his enclosure, and then it's eventually going to need to get upgraded again once he gets to a full-grown adult size. But in the meanwhile, we need to get him a little gateway bridge in between size enclosure that's proper for him. So that's exactly what we're going to do, with a lot of cool branches, a lot of cool places to hide and everything in between. So I'm just super stoked for that. But I want to hear from you guys. If you guys do have jungle carpets or any carpets in general, I want to hear from you guys and hear your experiences with these guys, because so far my experience with these guys has been great. I love this guy to death. They're super cool to see at reptile shows too. They come in a whole bunch of variations of coloring. I love the golden patterning in the saddles of this guy. I took him out in the later summer months too, and he just glows. He has a really cool sheen about him. Just a really cool snake to appreciate. I love this guy. And they have a great feeding response. Like I said, I mean, normally some people say that they don't take well to rats. They normally don't care for them as much as they do mice. So this guy gets mice like a champ. He is totally happy with a frozen thawed mouse. Never had an issue with him since he was a baby. So he's just a really cool guy. He's my buddy. He knows it. He's just super cool, and I'm super happy to have him with us. But yeah, like I said, guys, this was a video that was a long time coming. I figured this was the proper time to show off this guy before we started doing the builds. Like I said, I'll kind of show you behind me. We literally have these backgrounds coming in right now. So these are cork tiles from ZoomEd. I'm getting a whole bunch of these shipped in because I wanted to just see how they looked at first before I bought a whole bunch of them. I'm in love, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the future videos. We're going to be throwing a whole bunch of those in these arboreal cages really soon. We're going to deck them out. It's going to be awesome. So definitely subscribe. Definitely stay tuned for that because you don't want to miss that. But thank you guys so much again for watching. Ozzy and I truly appreciate it. If you guys could do me a couple favors, if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Definitely check us out on social media because I will definitely be updating you guys on Ozzy here, as well as all the other reptiles that I own. It's going to be a fun time, and as well as all my adventures as well too. So definitely check me out there. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and until next time, we will see you guys soon. Take care. Say bye, Ozzy. He's just so cool. I love this guy to death.